Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European indices for the 18th of February. So with the DAX here, there's a couple of little things to talk about before the market moves to the upside. We can view this as wave 1 here, an A and a B and a C here for wave 2, and we can see the market move up from this point. The other one that we need to be mindful of is that we don't end up in a triangle pattern through here. As I mentioned before, so a little A wave, a B wave and C wave and up. Now we don't get triangles in wave twos, of course, but this particular low here on the cash market, obviously it's a low here, but on the cash market it's not. So it's possible to count this up here as 1 on the cash market. So we just need to put that there, and possibly wave 2 here, and then that would leave 3 here, and then that would leave wave 4 over here as a triangle pattern, and then wave 5 to the upside, which would make this wave 1 here. So that's what I need to be a little bit careful of. So when we have a look at that low here on the cash market, which we have before, we just need to look at it here. So get this into space bit. You can see here that this is the low, and we could look at this as 1 and 2 here, and then look at all of this as 3. I was thinking this was 4 here, but we just never made a new high above this one here, so we need to look at this as the 5 waves for the A wave, and we talked about this being 5 waves, and then an A and a B and a C here, and then the C wave here, and that can be counted as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and finishing pretty much now-ish. So I think that that would probably be the right count. We just got to be careful that this pattern here doesn't turn into a triangle. Not that it's going to make a lot of difference, because wave 1 will be like wave D, and then wave E will be much the same as well. So not a big difference, just a subtle difference, and we need to be mindful of that. So that's going to be a wave 4 that can push over here. So even if this was wave 1 here, an A and a B and a C here, then this would also be wave 1 here, back for wave 2 here, rather than the D and the E. So if we look at that on the 1 hour chart, so we can look at this as wave 2, or we can look at it as wave 4. It's just the difference between the cash market and the futures and the CFD and so on. So yeah, a bit of a rock and a hard place. But yeah, the DAX has been a bit of a headache for a long time now, just not getting any trends or ranges and so on. And as I always mentioned, you're probably better off looking at the crypto market for day trading, that intraday trading, that because you're getting trends and you're getting nice formations in the structures and so on. However, yeah, so look, this can be played out. What we need to do now, we need to figure out if we get 5 waves up through here, or we get 3 waves up. This is the bullish pattern here, as that would be wave 1 in that instance, and then back for wave 2. If we get 3 waves up, well, then we'll see it as a wave D. And I guess one of the other points here to make, if we take the if you can't work it out and you want to be long, then you need to be long above the 14,550 in this case. So I'll just put that in there. So you want that level there as the tested support. So you know how that works. It's the arrival here, then there'll be some sort of reaction, and the first high above the level, that's what you're looking for. Okay. And then if it moves up from that point, then you got yourself a long trade. You just got to be careful we don't get 3 waves in the D wave here. That's the only thing. But even so, if this market pushes up and sits on the 14,000, you could probably go long after you get a little classic trading levels pattern here. So if we bring this So I should have been a bit more thoughtful about that. If this is the arrival here and the reaction here, and then the first high above the level here, then you can go long above that one there as well. I'd imagine you might get lucky enough to see that, or even the second one down here for that. But you do need that 5-wave structure there. And it doesn't matter if it's wave E here, by the way, but what you'll need to do if you're going to go long in this space here, then you'll need to leave the stop under the low here. That would be the key to surviving the D and the E, or the 1 and the 2 at that point. But yeah, so look, that's it in a nutshell. I'm thinking it's wave 4, you know, because when I look at the FTSE, we're in that wave 4 situation as well here. So I'm just going to label this now 1 and 2. I'd need to check it on the tick chart, of course, but so the FTSE's going okay. We're leaving the stop out of the way. We expected it to pull back 38.2%, whatever, and it's probably just about sort of complete now. Stochastics are kind of cruising down, ready for that sort of buying opportunity there. So if you want to add to it, that's okay. But if you're going to add to this trade, then be aware that you're going to be back here. This wave 4 here technically can come back to this one here again as well. So you probably be better off adding on this one. But still, yeah, I'll leave you think about that a little bit. And I was never quite sure about all of this in this space here as well. It's probably 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for 1 here, and back for 2 in this space to this point. Just looking at that, but I need to pull that apart and have a look at it. Just haven't had time. We're all short on time. So yeah, that's it, guys. The FTSE is looking okay-ish for a change. Taking out the top here as well out of the trend channel normally represents a wave 3, so it's a good sign. Alrighty, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.